What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining me in the studio here. Welcome to the channel, Northman Project. Do all kinds of different stuff here. Got some reviews and different things coming up with radios. I did a recent review on an Alinco. Where is it at? Here it is right here. The Alinco DJ-VX50. Super good little radio, and that's what I want to talk about today. But I got my Instagram is on this one here. That was my wrong one, so you get this one here. My Instagram, Northman Project. I'm supposed to hit the subscribe one at the end. So yeah, if you guys want to check out my Instagram over there, it's up and running. I've been putting some things. It's brand new, same with this channel, so any support you guys want to give, that's great. And if you want to like and subscribe and all that good stuff, if not, that's cool. I'm here having a good time anyhow. But anyhow, I want to talk about this radio. Speaking of my Instagram, I posted a picture of this little radio over there, and just of the screen that's got this nice, oh yeah, look at that. That repeater.
Check this out a little bit more, I think. Thank you for that.
That repeater is
Yeah, there's other ones I use as well. There's Scandinavian.
25 miles away. That's pretty good. It's coming in excellent. Anyhow, so I posted a picture of that and the blue screen on it. It's a nice little blue screen on there. And so I posted a little, a little paragraph talking about it and whatnot, and a guy posted on there, and he says Chinese, and then he used the vomit emoji. I just laughed. I'm like, oh man, here we go. Vomit emoji, Chinese. So I looked him up. He's from Japan. So I don't know if he's affiliated with Japanese manufacturers or what, but he did not like that it's made in Japan or China. Well, I'm like, all right. Well, Alinco is a Japanese company, but I looked it up, and sure enough, there are issues. Let me read this stuff here with Alinco, and essentially, issues that maybe we as hams probably created. Because we want cheaper stuff. Anyhow, this guy posts something about this. Says Alinco, one of the few remaining and independent Japanese manufacturers, is no more. This was back in October 8, 2014. So this is quite a while ago. And I think we all kind of knew these kind of things were happening. But just to get some clarity, I got a couple bits of information to add to this. But the company itself isn't bankrupt, not that bad yet, but development and production seems to be a Chinese affair. And then he goes on to talk about how the Alinco DR138 and 438 two mono bands are the incarnation of the Anytone 588 mono bands and the 638 dual bands. So he's saying the guts are pretty much the same. It seems that that's true. But anyhow, so he's like, so why on earth would we buy more expensive Alinco models instead of the Chinese brands? It might seem pointless to go for Alinco anyway, but here are a few reasons I can think of. Warranty. Alinco dealers and service centers are present in most countries. Alinco doesn't use the dreaded and hated by everyone RJ45 connectors for the microphone, but a classic 8-pin, which I kind of agree with that. I don't care for those either. I've got two Yaesus, a FT2900 and a 2980 that have them on there. I'm not a big fan. I feel like I could break them really easily. Or if you just accidentally pull them or whatever. This little Anytone 778 right here has them. Has one of those on there. I'm just not a fan of those. They just seem kind of rinky-dink and loose. I can move it a little bit. I mean, whatever. It's cheap. Same, you know, we're asking for inexpensive. That's what we get. So anyhow, he talks about the design. They changed the you know, the different look and stuff. But so I looked it up. It's like, who makes so Anytone makes the DJ-VX50 right here. And who makes Anytone? Who owns Anytone? It's a brand of the Chinese manufacturer Kuizhang Electron Science and Technology Company. And I have an Anytone right here. Let me get the screen back up here. I have an Anytone 878. This is a very nice radio, dual band DMR radio. But I mean, you can't tell me that those don't look similar. I mean, they're very similar look, kind of design, you know. Anyhow, same plastic looks the same, button position, you know. I mean, it's just very similar stuff. Clearly these are way different, but still, I mean, it's just, you get that vibe that the same people made them, right? They're similar. Way different than a Baofeng. This is a Baofeng, and that's kind of, let's get the other one up here. I did a comparison, or kind of a side-by-side on these earlier on the other video. I did another little overview. But yeah, big difference there. These are your cheapo $25, $35 ones. 40-ish, whatever. But so this thing is made by Anytone, but the difference is they may be made by Anytone, Chinese manufacturer, but they are made to Alinco specifications. I've had this thing with me all week, maybe not quite a full week. I've carried it with me on my adventures, and I've got a Yaesu a 2980 in my car, and I had it going, and I had this thing going, and this thing picked up. It's the Yaesu has 5/8 wave mag mount on the top of the hood or the roof, and this thing was picking up pretty much everything that was. I'm not going to say it's as good, but this thing's receive is excellent. Very sensitive receive. The speaker sounds great. And the transmit sounds good. The audio is quality. A Baofeng, you can tell when somebody's on a Baofeng because it sounds like they're talking through a muffled, you know, very muffly sound. In fact, I don't even like listening to them on the air because they're so bad. Especially with the speaker mics, they're just terrible. So, but the Baofengs have their purpose. But anyhow, my point is, this thing is much, much better than a Baofeng, and I'm happy with it. It's a good little radio for about $100, and it's got a lot of different options. You don't get a little flashlight or an alarm that you do with the Baofengs, but you get a good quality radio. So Alinco may be on its way out, you know, whatever. I don't know. I know they discontinued I have an Alinco DX SR8 HF rig. They discontinued that. You can't get that anymore. I actually love that radio. It's pretty cool. But no more. You can buy them used on eBay, but you can't find them. They're out of stock everywhere. So that's kind of the telltale sign. That's just a matter of time before Alinco probably disappears. Anyhow, get them while you can, I guess. I like them. I think they're good. But yeah, it's our fault, I think, as hams. We want the cheaper stuff. We don't want to pay top dollar for stuff. And You know, I'm not saying Baofangs are all bad or Chinese is all bad, but I'd rather support something that comes from somewhere else out of China, but whatever. America doesn't, the U.S. doesn't make anything, so that's kind of shot. And the Japanese were kind of getting down there to ICOM, Yaesu, and whatever. You know, it's just, we're limited. So get them while you can, guys. I don't know what's going to happen. So, but the Baofeng, I think, has been a good thing in the sense that it has brought people to the amateur radio hobby, but it has also been a bad thing because I've noticed I've been off and on really, you know, for 25 years using ham radio. And when I first started, people would really focus on being a good quality, building a good quality station, good audio, good signals, the best station you can afford or do, and experiment. They would actually care about it. And even operating practices were better back in the day. Also, I would say, though, that there is a lot more uptight old dudes back then, too. But anyhow, besides that, the operating practices now and, you know, audio, even operating skills on the mic. They don't know how to talk into a radio. They don't know how to set up a good station anymore. They're just trying to use their little Baofeng from their basement, and it's terrible audio. But I don't want to rip on anybody because you got to start somewhere. But I think the Baofeng has been good and bad. So Chinese radios have been good and bad for the hobby. So anyhow, the Alinco is a good radio. Technically, that guy from Instagram is correct. And I'm not going to acknowledge that it's a bad radio because it's not. Just because it is manufactured out of China, it is manufactured to Alinco's specifications. So anyhow, that's about all I got for this one, you guys. Thanks for watching, and this is where I add this little lower third. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you want to. I just put that in there. I'm trying to build the channel and see where this thing goes. All right, everybody, 7-3, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.